Titans versus the Colts. Who's quarterback for the Titans? Who's quarterback for the Colts? We have some of the answers, some of them we don't, but we'll let you know what's going on right now. Welcome back to another Titan Bros video. For some reason, it feels like it's been so long, which I'm not sure why. We made one last Friday. I mean, I guess we didn't do a recap video, but it was only a week ago that we made our last video. But for some reason, it feels like a long time. Welcome back in. We're going to have a good show.
I would say it feels like it's been a long time since we actually watched a game.
I do agree there. I guess technically it has with the bye week.
Yeah, with the bye week, and then it's been even longer since we had just a 1 o'clock Sunday game because the last game we played was Monday night.
Yeah, that's true. We played a regular 1 o'clock game since the Packers, and thankfully that feels like a long time ago because that was a dreadful. I was at my lowest low.
Yeah, I will say to start off this video, I do still say this is a big game.
It's a huge game. In a lot of
We
ways,
win
it feels
with 2
weird.
and
It's a
3.
must-win game.
Yeah, if we win with 2 and 3, which is not great, but we're in it, and we're 1-0 in the division. So that's nice. You lose, you're 0-1 in the division, and you're running 1-4. And yes, that's bad. And so just winning today just keeps the season alive a little bit longer.
I agree. Even if the 2 games after that, which we'll discuss not today, but another day, being the Bills and the Lions.
Yeah, exactly. That's another reason why we got to win this game.
Yeah, because if we lose this one, go to 1-4, we could easily end up being 1-6. Let's be honest, if that happens, we probably need to start trading D-Hop. We need to start trading other people.
We definitely need to start just. Well, here's the thing. I don't know about you. Want D-Hop? I agree with, but I don't know how much you just want to clean house because I like this team. All we
I
have to
don't want
do,
to clean house entirely. I agree.
yeah. To me, all we have to do is get a better quarterback, and this team's good, and we have money in the free agency, so there's no reason to completely rebuild. But go ahead.
Here's the way I would say to do it. And again, this is hopefully conversations we never have to have. But if we're trading people, we need to trade people who are on the last year of their contract. Like Snead needs to stay. In my opinion, Landry needs to stay. Calvin Ridley needs to stay. People like that need to stay. But people like Quandre Diggs, who is just a 1-year deal, if somebody thinks he's going to be their missing piece on defense, or if it's going to be a D-Hop, which I really don't want to trade D-Hop. I like him. But again, hopefully conversations we won't have to have. Today, we are breaking down Titans versus the Colts. There's a lot of injury news going on right now. Titans out, Jamal Adams. Sometimes you forget he's even on the team. Keandre Coburn also out. He's week to week, so that's fine because technically he's depth. Cedric Gray is out because they actually activated him. They activated him to the 21-day window to be able to get added back to the active roster. So not this week. But even if he does, he's going to be depth, at least for his rookie year. So nothing there I'm too worried about. And now the big thing on the Titans side of things, they officially said Will Levis will be the starter for the game. So how's that make you?
Do you want me to say my opinion on that?
Yeah, go ahead and say what your opinion there is.
Here's the thing. I am okay with it because I do think the end goal of this season is not just make the playoffs, but you want Will Levis to play as much as he can so you can know if he's the guy or not, which I don't think he is. But I'm okay. I understand why we're playing him. But I would say this, and I hate to say this, if Rudolph was in or Will Levis in, who I think gives us a better chance to win, it's Rudolph. So I think Will Levis does not give us a better chance to win, in my humble opinion. I think you might disagree, but I understand why we're playing him. He's the guy. We got to see what we got in him, so I understand why he's playing, but the guy can't stop throwing picks.
He does like to throw a pick or two. But yeah, he's in. I think you definitely need to give the season to him to figure out what we have.
I get that. I do.
And so that way either he proves he's the guy and we're good, or he proves he's not the guy, and then we can know for sure, we can get closure knowing in 25 we got to go in a different direction.
And here's a question, though. Why not against the Colts? But can he not have a good game? Because would you say he's had a good game yet?
Almost a good game against the Jets because he threw for 260 yards, pretty high completion, like almost 70% completion rates, 2 touchdowns, but then 2 picks. And a fumble. One of them, was it 2 picks and a fumble or 1 pick and a fumble?
I remember 1 pick.
Yeah, it was. I think it was just the 1 pick to Traylon Burks, because remember, it was like literally the first play after on the next drive after he did the the reverse fumble, whatever he did, the little flick of the wrist, stupid thing. But anyways, that's what's going on the Titans side of things. Sorry, I got a little choked up there. Getting emotional about the game. All right, with the Texans, nope. With the Colts, good gracious. Sorry, I feel out of practice and out of touch with these videos here. Anyways, they're sadly, it was looking really nice in favor of us with these injuries, but they got to where they weren't as bad. First one, Josh Downs, who's having a pretty good year. He's questionable, but he went from a did not practice on Wednesday, Thursday to a full participation on Friday. So you hate to see that. So I have a bad feeling he's going to go, even though he's questionable. He's their number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman, he's the big one. Originally, they were saying he could go on the IR, but now they decide he's not going to get surgery on his back. So it's just going to be a trying to push through the pain thing. So not only is he not getting put on IR, but now he's not even doubtful. He's just questionable for the game. And I kind of already wrote him off.
Yeah, I've talked to you about this before, though. I just don't know how much of an impact he's going to have playing with a bad back, but go ahead.
I guess we'll see. They might shoot him up full of who knows what. All right, the next thing is tackle Braden Smith. He did not practice a full participation. Sheesh, I can't talk today. And then another did not practice, and he's questionable. He's their right tackle, I believe. I believe it's right tackle. Kenny Moore, he's questionable. Their cornerback. Quiddy Pay, it looks like he's going to be able to go. Anthony Richardson's questionable, but they're leaning him probably going, which to me, that's amazing. That's the big one right there. Not Anthony Richardson. Jonathan Taylor, if I forgot to tell you, is officially out.
Yeah, well, yes, trust me, I know, because I got him in fantasy football.
It'll be all right. Your fantasy football will be all right.
So
I apologize. I think I give myself a D- on the performance of reading that.
You didn't do great, buddy. You didn't do great. But I'll say, I will say it's funny. I think Colts have a better chance to win with Joe Flacco. I think the Titans have a better chance to win with Mason Rudolph. But both teams want to play the young guys to see what they have in them. But at least I wasn't super happy, just to be honest, when Will Levis, I heard they was playing, like, oh, man. But it is what it is. But then when I heard that Joe Flacco's not playing, most likely, I was happy with that. Because not just that, I don't think either of us are Anthony Richardson fans. Also, Joe Flacco's been playing really good.
Very good. 5 touchdowns.
So I think it helps us a lot that he's probably not going to play. One thing I do think that Anthony Richardson can do, and one thing Colts like to do, is throw the deep ball. They all been a very explosive offense, very explosive.
With Alec Pierce.
Yeah, he's been really good. They've been very explosive. But our defense is one of the better defenses when it comes to not allowing the big play. So I think
it might be the best.
That's a matchup that I've been paying attention to, and I've been kind of wanting to see how that goes. Because Colts want to push the ball downfield. We don't allow that. So that's going to be a key matchup, in my opinion.
I agree. I'm a little excited to watch that a little bit. I am okay with the quarterbacks. I agree with you. Anthony Richardson, definitely, in my opinion, I've been not even off his bandwagon because I was never on it. Joe Flacco's looked fantastic. He looked really good for the Browns last year and really good for the Colts in his spot work he's done this year, which makes me wonder why, as soon as he left the Ravens, why nobody ended up ever giving him another shot to start somewhere. But yeah, I'm definitely way more afraid of Flacco than I am Anthony Richardson. So the fact that Anthony Richardson's mostly likely a go, I give it a thumbs up.
I will agree with you, but one thing we can't let him do is beat us with running around. He can do that well, so let's control that, contain that a little bit.
We're 50-50 on that because we let Malik Willis run all over us, but then we kept Tyler Huntley in check as far as the scrambling's concerned.
So we should see.
We'll see about that one. With Will Levis over Mason Rudolph, I've already said my piece. I'm 85% out on Will Levis, 85%. But we really do need to see what we have, because sometimes I think, it's just a second round pick, but technically we traded this year's third round pick as well. So technically it's a second and a third round pick, and I don't want to give them just 4 games or 3 games and 2 drives.
I will say, which he managed to throw a pick in those 2 drives, but I will say, one thing that bothers me about Will Levis is not just that I don't know if he's all that good, but man, he gets hurt a lot.
He is not afraid to get hurt.
Yes,
for sure.
Because he would have missed a game if we didn't have a bye week. That would have been a game he would have missed after that Miami game. So I mean, I'm like, let's just say Will Levis was good. We're like, well, maybe he's our guy. There's still that issue that he doesn't stay healthy, so you're not going to have him play 17 games for you.
We're used to that. We're used to that. Martina Hill, when he played all 17 or 16 games, whatever it was, back in 2020, that was like the first time we had a quarterback start every game of the season. For it had been like an embarrassingly long time.
Because who I really want now, granted, I don't think we're going to be bad enough to get him. I like Quinn Hughes from Texas, but he gets hurt a lot. And I'm like, do I really want – because I don't know if he would say he gets hurt a lot, but he's been hurt a little bit. And I don't know if I want to get that. I'm tired of hurt quarterbacks. But anyway, this is not draft talk. This is Colts talk.
No. Yeah, because I'm basically saying we just need to see what we have in Will Levis.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. So, what is something you're looking for with Will Levis? What is something you're looking for the offense to look like, or Will Levis to look like in this game?
I'm gonna say what I want to happen, or what I predict's gonna happen.
Want and then predict.
Okay. This is gonna be a weird answer, and I'm kind of catching myself off guard with my answer. Who'd have thought I would say this? Not me. But almost more than having a turnover-free game, I want to see explosive plays.
Yeah, I like
because
that.
Here's the thing. Will Levis is a gunslinger, air it out kind of guy. With that comes turnovers. So do you want that, or do you want to just dump it off all day and be boring, but safe with the ball? I feel like what we have going on this year is the worst of both worlds. He's just dumping it off all day, but somehow still throwing a bunch of interceptions. So I'm like, if you're going to throw interceptions, have turnovers, do it on a 50-yard throw here, a 22-yard strike on 3rd and 15. Like, I want to see you actually try to, I don't want to say be reckless. That sounds insane me saying that, but like, I want to see us add some wow. Actually, even Paul Karski asked him about it. It's like last year he had a bunch of wow plays and wow throws, and you haven't really had any this year. So what's up with that? Paul Karski asks the most crazy questions, but they're funny. But I want to see that. That's what I want to see. Like, if you're gonna throw a pick, I want to see it because you're being aggressive. I don't want to see it because you're trying to throw a 5-yard curl slant to D-Hop and don't see the defensive end dropping coverage. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that is. Yeah, Will Levis has given us the worst of both, and it's actually very frustrating. I've never seen such I'll check it down every play, but yet have a high turnover rate. It is odd, and it's like we're getting nothing, absolutely nothing from him,
Yeah.
So he needs to go deep more. And for whatever reason, when Will Levis does go deep, I know there's that touchdown from Calvin Ridley, but he's been missing people. I feel like he can't hit people right now.
I feel like he hasn't tried it. Well, obviously he didn't try any deep throws with the Dolphins, but I don't feel like he tried any deep throws against the Packers either. Because he actually tried a couple against the Bears, and he tried a couple against overthrew them. And they tried a couple long ones against the Jets, and had the long touchdown, obviously. But for some reason, against the Packers, he never tried any, and then obviously he didn't play much in the game against the Dolphins. But I would just like to see the attempts. That's what I want to see. Try something a little flashier.
I want to see some 8 to 12-yard passes. Is what I want to see. Because I know, like you said, and I wouldn't mind some deep balls, but obviously you're not going to throw a deep ball every single play. But I'm tired of check downs to running backs, and I'm just, it's like, let's complete some not deep, not short, some medium-sized passes here. And offense has got to be able to do that, and we just don't do that. And I don't know if that's Will Levis' fault or Callahan's fault, but we can't. We don't complete those passes. Everything's
or
short.
Attempt them.
Yeah. Another thing I don't like, and I think this might be because Callahan don't trust Will Levis or the O line, whatever you want to say. But man, we run the ball a lot.
We do. We do. And I actually disagree with a video I was watching of Buck Rising this week with doing the A to Z evening show, primetime show. And he was saying, is what the Titans need to do if they want their offense to get better. We just got to start pounding the rock. We got to run the ball, run the ball. Run. I'm like, if we were just going to be an offense that runs the ball, we really should have kept Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry's a way better runner.
Left.
Clearly. So I'm just like, if we're just going to be a running, which is funny because I watched that happened on, I think it was Thursday night. And then Friday morning, the A to Z morning show, Austin and Sam were both saying they need to start throwing it to Calvin Ridley and D-Hop way more. I agree with y'all way more.
Yeah, because Tony Pollard is good enough, but he's not a 25 attempt run down the middle. I'll just say this: if you're running Tony Pollard 25 times, that's the game plan. We got the wrong back for this, okay? And we actually had the perfect back for it. So that was just a bad move, though. So I completely disagree with that, unless you just think our O-line is that bad at pass protection, or you think Will Levis is just that bad at throwing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And again, we shouldn't have brought in Calvin Ridley with that price tag to just run it. You know what I mean?
Well, if we're gonna run the ball a lot, then we should have went after Joe Mixon. We should have gone after Saquon Barkley. We should have tried to keep Derrick Henry, something like that. Not bringing Tony Pollard so Tony Pollard can run it 20 to 25 times a game. I don't want that.
Yeah, so I don't agree with that. I think we should try. Man, I just want to see Will Levis do something. You're like, oh, that's a decent quarterback throw. Oh, that's a good throw. I want to see that this game because I've not seen much of that at all this year. So show me something, Will Levis. Yeah, I don't want to beat up on him too much. I feel like I've done that a lot. So I'll just let him play bad next week, and then I'll beat him up next week.
Okay. Key to the game. I'm going to go ahead and say that because that's something I think I had said. I don't remember what video I was making that I said it on, but I said I need to see Calvin Ridley, and I said this before A to Z Sports Morning Show said it. Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins, I specifically said Calvin Ridley, need to be more involved. Like he gets open too often, he runs routes too good, and we're paying him too much for one catch in each of the last two games.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. So keys to the game, get the ball to your wide receivers.
I like it. That's good. I say keys to the game. I guess this is simple, but keys to the game: protect against the run from Anthony Richardson, because I don't think you or I have any confidence that Anthony Richardson is going to beat us with his arm. If you tell me Anthony Richardson is not going to run all over the place, I will say they're not going to score more than 10 points. With Snead, and I know Uze is not there, but even Brownlee Jr.
Brownlee played, Jarvis Brownlee Jr.
Well. Yeah, I think he's playing well. If we have a good game plan to prevent the RPOs and the running from the quarterback, if we prevent that, we win this game, because I think our offense can score more than 10 points. And I don't see the Colts scoring much more than that if you got Richardson just standing in the pocket throwing.
Yeah, because here's the thing. He might be a little bit scared to run with his oblique injury. He's going to be playing. But here's the thing, though. Believe it or not, the Colts have been having an explosive offense, whether it was Flacco or Richardson.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which is a little sad, a little frustrating. But I don't know why, but I'm with you. I'm confident for some reason that our defense can keep them in check. Maybe I shouldn't be that way. But just the fact that that's been our strength, is not giving up big plays. And I don't even think the Colts have been able to move the ball efficiently. I think the Colts are mostly doing big chunk plays, which is nice.
You got to also remember the start running back is out. So that
Jonathan Taylor is probably the best player on their entire team. Yes. Him or their guard, Nelson.
So that helps us a lot.
It does.
I'll say this, to be honest, just with the injuries, and I don't think Colts are a very good team to begin with. Everything points that Titans, you need to win this game. If you don't, then you don't deserve to even be a playoff team. So let's just stop talking about it.
We're healthier than they are.
Yes.
We had the bye week. We're at home. Everything points towards the Titans getting the dub here.
Everything points us to win. There's no reason to lose this. And this is my prediction. If we lose it, I guarantee you and I will be talking about it because it's Will Levis' fault. If we lose this, we're not going to lose this game 31-28. We're like, wow, Will Levis had a good game, but man, our defense, it's not going
I
to be like
wish we
that.
did have loses like that.
No,
I feel like,
yeah, exactly.
maybe it's just our fandom kicking in, but I feel like every single time we lose a game, it's like the sky is falling.
Titan kind of way.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I will say your service is starting to get a little bit worse because even though I keep hearing your voice, you're frozen. Your face is frozen. So, are you still here? Say something if you're still here. Well, I see you moving. Say something.
Hi, how you?
Yeah, good.
So
You kind of got frozen. You said I was freezing?
Yeah.
I think you were freezing there, buddy. I'll watch the tape afterwards and we'll see who was freezing. I'm pretty sure it's probably you since you're saying you had bad service earlier. And he's frozen again. So we're already 21 minutes into this video. Yeah, I'm here. We're 21 minutes into this video. So I say we should go ahead and, since your service is starting to wane, we should just go ahead and get our final score predictions.
Okay, good idea.
Ladies first.
I say, let me think about this. Titans win 21-13.
Similar numbers to what I have right now.
Which, real quick, let me say this real quick. That's very bold of me to think the Titans could win against anybody by 8 points, but go ahead.
Yeah, because here's something funny. Come on, right after we got beat by the Packers, I said, I'm not picking the Titans to win a single game the rest of the year. And now I'm about to pick them two weeks in a row at the next 2 games, which is stupid, but things change sometimes. So my official prediction, Titans win it 24-19. And I could see it easily where we are winning pretty nicely. And then in the fourth quarter, our offense goes super stale, running the ball 3 times and punting. And they just start creeping up. And we start getting real nervous. We're like, man, I already had this chalked up as a win, and here they come. But we end up pulling it out 24-19.
I agree. I like it.
Okay. So
we both got a Titan win.
We both got a Titan win, so hopefully that's the case.
Like we said.
Oh, he froze.
Everything.
Are you back?
Yes, sorry.
I keep freezing. Yeah, for some reason he's having bad service, which remember you got out of being on another channel because your internet went out. So you're having some serious internet issues over there. But anyways, with that being said, I think that'll probably do it for us tonight since we're 23 minutes into this. So if anybody made it to the end of the video, obviously not live, but after we've uploaded it, get down in the comments section. Let us know what your score predictions are and how even just let us know how you think the flow of the game's going to go. I enjoy reading the comments. So yeah, I guess that's all I got. Got anything else you want to say in parting?
No, sir.
Okay. So that being said, tighten up, peace out, and all that jazz.